Howdy Howdy, this is Blue Otter, and today we are resuming our playthrough through Megaquarium. We just finished Napolis, where we converted a theater to an aquarium. Today we are going to moving on to the Hartcliff Research Facility. We're taking over a research facility and opening it to the public. Welcome to Hartcliff. Hartcliff Research Facility presents the biggest challenge you've met so far, but it's also a golden opportunity to create a really special aquarium. To access livestock, your access to livestock is severely reduced here at Hartcliff. You'll have to obtain most of your stock from merchants via the message log. Merchants offer a set of animals for a fixed price. It's a one-time thing, so animals from merchants are difficult to replace. Be careful not to let any die. The good news is you have inherited a significant amount of equipment with the facility. This is a well-designed maintenance room that supplies all the tanks via pumps. You'll need to redesign the aquarium layout to help guests find all the tanks, but if you can continue to house all your equipment in the central maintenance room, you could significantly reduce your staff requirements. You have your objectives. Good luck. Ledger. Have you tried the ledger yet? It allows you to keep track of all of your tanks and animals in one handy place. You can find it by clicking the following icon in the bottom right. You can view your animals either grouped by tank or individually. You can also use the ledger to quickly identify animals whose care requirements are not being met by selecting the problems filter. Why not give it a try? So that is down here, the ledger. So we can see that we've got some fish that are having some issues. What is your issue? Maybe you're not getting fed. You don't have enough plants or rocks, and you are barely at the right amount for that. Okay, so we're going to close all the tabs. All right. Well, it looks like we have some starfish over here. So this one we would need to be very careful on with what we have. I don't really like the layout of this, but we're going to hold on. Really quickly, we're going to redesign this because we're going to put everything over here. We're going to have the food back here so that the guests don't have to see it. I have 9,000 gold. Let's see what we've got. Blue. Sorry, yeah, it's a deal. So we can do that. Okay, so it'll automatically take up my space in there. So we're going to hold off on buying any of these, but yes, I absolutely am going to buy these. Blue and yellow grouper for sale. Looks like I might only be able to get one of those. Okay, so before we actually go this, because I'm not going to sell any of my fish because I do have such limited access. So one of the things I think I want to do is we're going to move some of this around a bit. At first, we're going to actually open this up a little bit. I am fine with having this be a little bit more like this. So you come in, and I think actually we're going to open it up to there, and we will have a space like that. So over here, I will probably have like restrooms or something. Okay. So even though I want that, we're going to rotate that over here, and we're just gonna dump it over here. This, since we're paused, it doesn't really matter. The fish should be fine in there. Oh, I've got fish in both of them. But one of the things that I really love is when you enter a tank for the first time, or a room for the first time, and you just see this giant tank. Can't center it perfectly because they did not make it align to that. That's okay. That's okay. We can just put that there. We're going to open this up to there, and then we're gonna actually open this to there. So we've got a little bit of open room going. We're gonna switch these out. So here we're going to put this here, and I personally, I might do something more like this. And then we're gonna have a little bit of a wall behind to encase a little bit of a fish room behind. So we're going to first, we'll put that there, and we'll move this. So this is not kept in cold water. Okay, so that is a cold water tank. That is something to keep in mind. These are hot water, hot water. This is cold water. Awesome. Okay. So I've already got a great setup here with my heaters and tanks, but I need some space to move this around. So we're going to move the pump, and we're going to put it right here and run it to that. So there it is. I also, because I want to maximize the amount of space I have, I'm actually going to leave that open there. So we're going to have one space there, and that gives me an extra wall that, as far as the guests are concerned, they're not going to see any difference, but I definitely will. And I might actually consider opening this up and having some walls over here. For right now, let's put, we're gonna put some different seating around the area. I will eventually, I'll eventually move these back into the wall. We're going to open this up for the same reason, but we're going to move it like there. So they've actually got, so we're going to have that's open. So this gives just minimal amount of work, and we get as far as the guests are concerned, they get the same viewpoint, and we get to have the same, we get to have more space, and they have the same perspective. So we are going to place these tanks, 1 and 2. And then we're going to move this actually right about here, although we're going to we are going to we're going to add, we're going to change up the little bit of the requirements on this, because we're going to actually, okay, so I need 106 heat. So we're gonna come over here. I can do 90, and then I do just need just a little bit more, but we're going to look at a power heater, and that provides plenty of heat. And then we're going to do a We're gonna go ahead and splurge, get the large protein skimmer. How is this one doing on cold? So this one needs 200 and we're getting 220 on this. So I would need like some kind of a combo on that. So that one I'm not gonna touch. That one's fine with the cold. And I could actually run this over and run the door over to here and open this up, which I might do for the time being. But I don't know. I only need... That's cockles, and this is also cockles. So I only need one of those, but we're going to... Really quickly, before we do anything, what do starfish eat? Starfish are scavengers. They do not contribute to the biological. They're starfish. So they need something else. Something cold water. So since I can't go here and purchase, although I might be able to purchase at least what I've got. Is anything from cold water? Okay, there are some cold water fish that I can get. I can get the common starfish and get the frilled anemone, but I'd have to do lights. So I might consider doing that, having a small little lit display over here. Let's see. Arthropods. You are not considered an arthropod. You also eat arthropods. So starfish is not considered an arthropod according to that. It's considered a starfish. So how big is this tank again? 200. So what I'm thinking is, let me see if there's any of these that's really interesting, if any of these are okay. So what I need to do is I'm going to come over here and I am going to get, oh, and these eat the same food. That's even better. Awesome. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add 1, 2, and then I'm going to add 1, 2. Awesome. We're going to come over here and they want a rock. So what we're going to do is they want a cave. I'm sorry, they want a cave. We're going to satisfy everything, we're just going to put that in the center. Everyone's happy. I'll come back and I'll come back and decorate the tank just a little bit more in time, and we're going to put one of those there. Now this one we're going to put these guys over here for these tanks. All right, so those are moved. We have sufficient heat. This guy, he needs to have a high skill. So this test requires skill. The test is currently assigned to nobody. So I have 3 striped boxfish. All right, so we were gonna go do that. All right, so I need 9 plants and 3 rock. I think the velvet horn does everything. This is one reason why I love this plant so much, is just because that one's absolute favorite, because it just does everything. These guys don't really require anything, but we're gonna give them something all the same. Just to give them a little bit of little something, and we might add to that in a bit. And it looks like whoever is eating the sponge pellet. The Arabian butterfly fish also requires skill. Alright, I'm not sure how much skill, but we definitely want to make sure that we can get... Oh, this person is awesome. Xavier has written several books about aquarium keeping and marine conservation. Xavier's all around, probably the best. He is going to be expensive because we are going to pay for that experience. So I'm Xavier's probably my top pick already. Yvette, experience making her instantly valuable in established aquarium. So much cheaper, but she's got fixing and gift shops, so she would not be able to feed the level. Harry used to work in an aquarium. Harry keeps following us around. Romeo's bright, energetic. And some of these we've seen before. Okay, Lorenzo's a new one. He's 48. He's had every job under the sun. Now he wants to work for you. So he's got several different things going for him on here. And Kiki, then we have Flick. We've seen, I like how we seem to see several of these Aquarius over and over again. That's kind of cool. So yeah, I know Xavier is expensive, but at 3 feeding and knowing I have fish that need to have a special skill, we're going to hire Xavier. And we're just going to, you know, feeding is your top priority. With fixing second, and the rest of that is fine. Alright, I want one more person. Event experience makes her instantly valuable in an established aquarium. And Harry, you know, we've hired Harry like every place we've been, so let's go ahead and hire Harry, and he can be Mr. Fix-It. So Romeo will be probably my third choice, I think. Actually, no, Lorenzo. Lorenzo was my second. He's got better talking, and he's also got cleaning. So I'll probably work and get Lorenzo in a little bit, and I will one day remember that this is the manage tab. I don't have anybody that has... I want to have one more thing for... Okay. I need someone who's got cleaning. Feeding, fixing, cleaning. Feeding, cleaning. I think I've got feeding handled. I could do Flick. I think I'm gonna do Romeo. Alright. And even though he's got 2 on fixing, we're gonna have him be cleaning. Alright. And with that, I think we're good to start. But I will obviously keep adding to this as they go. I just realized I forgot the door. There. So I will definitely add to that, and I believe that was my grandfather clock going off. Okay. Alright, so with that, we are going to start. Day 1, I've got my 3 workers. They're going in, and I've got several of them that already have some pretty decent skill.